Hi, this is Jeff, and I wanted to take this video to show you a piece of outdoor patio furniture that I welded together this weekend. And I want to explain to you what it is, how it works, and also how much it costs to build if you want to build one yourself. And the whole chair was made out of recycled materials, with the exception of the rope, which I bought brand new. But that also made it very cheap to build, relatively speaking. And it only took me about 7 or 8 hours, I'd say, in total from start to finish. And so to give you a high-level overview of what it is that it's an outdoor lounge chair that can sit anywhere from 1 to 3 people. And what I've done is I've had stranded the rope in the middle, which allows it to be very, very comfortable and springy, and just contours well to your body, and it also rocks, which really makes it just nice and easy for moving, because this thing, it does rotate on 360 degrees because it's round on the sides, but it's very, very heavy. And this is all structural steel. It probably weighs about 120 pounds at least. But just to give you an idea, I'm about 250 pounds, and I'm not going anywhere. That will hold a lot of weight. And so there's a couple ways to conventionally use it. There's this way, which is lounging, of course. And so, it's easy to lean back, look at the stars, or just take a break after work, after a long day. But alternatively, if you want to, you can sit in it the opposite way, which is this way. And this makes your back more erect. You're sitting up straight. So this would be the way that I would sit in it to read a book, or maybe if I'm watching something in the backyard or keeping an eye on the dog or something along those lines. It's just a little bit more of a conventional chair this way. So I'll go ahead and walk you through how I built it and also how much it cost to build. Because this whole piece cost me about $85. And the main reason for that is that I reused scrap metal. And around here in the Northwest, scrap's about 40 cents a pound. And yeah, all my metal in the garage is actually scrap metal. But yeah, it weighs about 120 pounds, so I'm saying about $48 in scrap. And what I did is I took this 1/4-inch piece of diamond plate, which really adds a nice aesthetic element on the ends as well. And I took a couple pieces of tube and welded it together. Now, one thing I'll make a note of here is if you're going to do this, make sure you have a large enough gap to allow yourself to lean back without hitting the tube. And then, on the other side here is the lower piece. And this, I made it a little bit closer just because it is nice to use this to drape your legs over, and your knees, or the underside of your knees, you can actually kind of use this as support to help get yourself up. Because it's not, low to the ground, but it's definitely not as high as a traditional chair. So it does take a little bit more, and that's where you can use that rocking motion to help bring you up. But I've gone ahead and on the sides, I created or welded these 12 loops. And what I did is I drew it out with a pencil and then laid out the loops. And then once I welded them on one plate, I took pieces of cardboard, and what I did is I poked the holes over the welded pieces and then carefully taped them and aligned them on the other side. And that allowed me to get a perfect match so that all of the springs lined up. And so once I did that, I took these springs, which I got at a salvage store where they sell used building materials, and I put all these together. They're different size springs as well. And then I strung 100 feet of 1/4-inch diameter nylon rope. And so the springs, they cost me 50 cents a piece, or $12 for 24 of them in total. And the string cost me $15, and then I paid about $10 in spray paint as well. So, what I really like about this is it's just so industrial grade. This framework will last easily 100 plus years. The springs may eventually rust out, and you may have to replace those, and the rope, that may eventually wear out. You may have to restring it, but the framework itself, this is just a really nice piece that will last a very long time. So, yeah, that's a high-level overview. You could build it in a weekend with. It doesn't have to be round. You could use anything that you have, but the gist is the same. Take a couple pieces, at least of I'd say 1/4-inch, and then put some structural steel in between, and then form that nice contour so that your body can fit in nicely. Now, For size reference, the diameter of the diamond plate is about 30 inches, I want to say. So I find it to be just the right size. As I say, you could fit easily a couple people in here. Now, right now, it's really only for one person with the rope, but if you put in a nice plush cushion, or if you add a blanket or anything else, it'd be easy to fit, 2 or even 3 people if they're kids. So yeah, that's a pretty high level overview. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. Feel free to leave them in the comment section below. But yeah, I appreciate you watching this video. Hope you find it useful, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.